Hooray! YouTube actually is letting me stream now. Nice, thanks YouTube. Haha. I've been sitting here for like 2 minutes waiting for YouTube to catch up and let me start streaming. But hello everybody, how are you doing? How's your week been? Hello Matt and hello Jonathan. How are you guys? And yes, to clarify, greetings to my face. Awesome. Hello Ish, how are you? Yeah. Guys, today's a bad day. Monsieur FCC is le bad and le bad. And if hello Caspian, awesome name. Yeah. I'm well, my internet doing bad. Damn. Is it just uptime or what's the deal? Hello, I'm gonna badly mispronounce your name and I do apologize because I'm trying my best. Zubam? Is that right? Thank you for the fire emoji. Hi Quobble, how are you? I'm okay. Got a few problems. I mean, I have many problems, but you know, who doesn't? Hi Patrick, how are you? Yeah, the biggest problem I have right now is that my car is leaking oil, and I know exactly why, but it's a pain to fix. Not enough RGBs. I'm sorry. Hello, other Matt. There's another Matt here before you, so apologize. Shubham. Okay, cool. What car have we got? Volvo S40 1.8 petrol. Non-turbo. Sadly. What gaming keyboard do I have? The one I have here is a Killmaster Master Keys Pro L. It's upside down, but it's cool. You just failed MOT, so had to buy a new one. You had to buy a new car instead of just fixing the things that are like wrong with your car. Like what's going on there? Volvo, what are you, a pensioner? Cars keep you poor, yeah. Hello Adam. And hello Corn. And hello Shadow Hacker. And hello Town Din Din Din. Subframe gone. Ah, okay, right. Okay. Especially if your car is low value, like relatively low value, then fair play. Your car failed its MOT because airbag light is on and Quick Fit don't have an explosives license. Really? Is that like? I know that there is gunpowder in there and that's what explodes it, but the fact that you would need an explosives license to switch one? Really? You're gonna buy your first car this weekend in 11 years? Whoa, what car? We must know. Hi RJ. I've this week's been okay pain wise. I haven't really gone out much though, so that's why this week's been okay pain wise. But yeah, they can't mess with airbags. Needs to go Peugeot. Okay. Okay, Matt. Yeah. Or sorry, other Matt. Matt 1. Yes, I think you're right there. Focus MK1. Okay. Wow. 18 years old, yeah, fair play. Cheap banger. Fair play, fair play. Yeah, I mean, despite the jokes, I do actually like my Volvo. It's very comfortable, has heated seats, everything else generally works, except there's a slight oil leak into cylinder 4, into the spark plug well of cylinder 4, and there is a leak coming out of the oil filter housing from when I took the oil filter housing off so that I could get the oil filter off. So, yeah. Of course, Nathan's Mondeo ST Estate, he's happy with it. What's my Christmas wishes? Maybe Santa's watching. Christmas wishes, to be healthier, to have a fixed car, and that's about it. Where am I from? I have an accent. I'm from Scotland. From Glasgow. You just bought a Honda Jazz. Okay, nice. 1.2, I'm guessing. Non-turbo. Hi, Thomas. RJ, yes, I was. Yeah, I mean, it comes and goes. I've actually got a physio appointment tomorrow, which should be kind of interesting. Just because physio generally relies on you being in pain to then fix the pain or whatever, but because I'm intermittently in pain and the pain is activated by exercise, it's So Jonathan, nice 1.4 sport for fair play. Nathan suggests that you get a 2-litre red top in the Jazz. Do you know, considering that he wasn't comfortable switching the subframe out, I don't think he's comfortable doing a full engine swap. I suppose technically you could bore it and then just put a new head. There's probably enough metal there to bore a new. The 1.4 just fits. Yeah, there's quite a small engine compartment on those, isn't there? Renault 5, get it. Hi Steve, how are you? Wow, we got an awesome chat tonight, guys. Thanks for joining in. Is there any reason why there's more people than usual? Is this just like it's coming up to holidays, like kind of last days or what? 21 watching, so that's decent for the first 10 minutes. Rodriz, I am from Scotland, from Glasgow. As previously mentioned, do you feel for all those Americans who got net neutrality shoving up their rears today? Yes, I was mentioning that a minute ago. So hashtag net neutrality is slowly dying in the US. It was a 3-2 vote. Technically, I have seen that there is a bill that's being put through the Senate, I think it is, that means that if that bill gets passed, then the FCC basically the Senate gets to go, ha 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 ha, you're not doing that, to the FCC. So hypothetically, thanks, Ubum. I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, I think that Corn's right. There's an immediate lawsuit filed. I did see there was they were live streaming it, and there was some sort of bomb threat or something that they had to evacuate, which is kind of mental. But yeah, from what I've seen, most people are saying that this is ridiculous, which it is. Especially check out Wendell from Level 1 Techs and Paul from Paul's Hardware did a fantastic double set of videos, kind of just talking through the main talking points from the FCC, and also just talking through the history of why Title 1 and Title 2 is a thing. And it's really, like, even if you already know a bit about it, it's actually really interesting to hear where Title 1 and Title 2 even came from, why broadband providers were reclassified as Title 1 in the 1996 Telecommunications Act, and why it made sense for them to be reclassified as Title 2 in 2015. So, yeah! Sorry, just to jump back, Gambit. Hi, how are you? Here's hoping that the physio goes well for you tomorrow. Thank you. Remember years of physiotherapy for cerebral palsy on my left side of my body. Nice. Did that help you? I hope so. Yeah, for me, because what I have is palindromic rheumatism, which is ironically a rare form of arthritis, which is great. And so that just kind of like, it becomes a pain, and the pain comes and goes. So that's why I'm okay. I could go for a light jog now, but after that jog I'd be dead and basically be paralyzed. That happens. So yeah, yes, Corin. Seriously, let's just jump back from the back in the comments. Where are we? Perhaps YouTube is suggesting it to people, then demonetizing it. Oh, I guarantee you, by the way, that as soon as I stop this stream, literally before it's even finished processing, YouTube will have demonetized this live stream, despite the fact that the description is a couple of links to stuff and then just weekly live chat, live tech chat. The title is weekly live tech chat, and there's no tags. Well, there's 2 tags, TechteamGB and Andrew, on this video because those are the defaults, and that's it. So, thanks, YouTube. Love you. Roger is temperature outside 5 degrees, maybe 4. And I rarely repeat the not safe for work / swears. Yeah, exactly. Like, and like, even if I did, the bot demonetizes it before it has a chance to have even evaluated the video or audio content. Like, it literally said processing, as in it was doing all of its processing work, and it was immediately demonetized as soon as as soon as press the other stop button, go to video manager, and that was it. So yeah. Townsend, I should try an osteopath. That is probably on the list of things, although I did conduct a survey with about 100 people, where just asking about their experiences, what medication they're on, how often they're in pain, all that sort of stuff. And my understanding from all of the data that I've been analyzing to write a report for the people who submitted data, is that a lot of the physical therapy stuff like osteopath and physio generally doesn't work. So it's something that I'll try, certainly, but yeah, it's a bit, yeah. So Patrick, I apologize for not answering your question earlier. It's mostly the brand name, and mostly I think a lot of it is aimed at people who don't necessarily understand what should be inside a gaming PC for a certain price point. So Alienware systems are normally systems that are sold in big box stores like PC World or Best Buy or whatever. So in that regard, if you're going to PC World or Best Buy to buy a gaming PC, you generally speaking don't have the knowledge or understanding of what should or shouldn't be that, like what spec per price kind of thing. So it's a little bit of sort of preying on the knowledge gap and a little bit of the brand name. It could also be a mistake. I mean, from the price that you said, 1050 Ti for $1,700, it's probably that sounds like a mistake. Either that, or it's one of those sort of weird systems where they've gone all out on the CPU, like they've put a Threadripper 1950X in it, but gone with a 1050 Ti for the graphics card or something. Like I do see that sort of configuration every now and again. So. And not just because Dell, yeah, pretty much. You're currently working in CEX, which requires a lot of standing and moving around, which after about a fortnight in the job, I'm now used to and can do the job without needing 5 to 10 minutes sit down. That's cool, man. I mean, it's always nice to be able to improve stuff, especially like on that sort of health front and on the activity front. That's definitely awesome. The only like, just to throw myself back in the mix, the downside for me with this is that it's not something that, as far as I'm aware anyway, it's not something that I can improve. It's not something that I can better. I can only really deal with the repercussions of what I do, or the effects, basically. So yeah, it's a pain. You love Dell. Jonathan loves Dells, but they make great door stoppers for the summer to keep the door open. Hi Liam, how are you? Did I miss? I must have missed a couple of bits. Amsterdam squad right here. Nice. I was in Amsterdam a couple of weeks ago for the AMD launch. What did you guys think of the AMD the new driver, the Adrenaline driver? Have you seen any? I don't really care if you've seen mine, but have you seen anything about it? I'm interested to hear what you think, because there was a couple of comments on the actual video that were sort of talking about they're not in need of a graphics card right now, but these sorts of driver updates are pushing them towards actually going for an AMD card over an NVIDIA card. Interesting, Corn. What's your what made you disappointed? What were you hoping for, or I guess not, that made you disappointed with the update? Does Adrenaline make the 64 match the 1080 Ti? No. The performance difference, I think there, as usual with all of the driver updates, there is a decent amount of performance updates or like improvements with the cards, but no, it's I still don't think it even matches a standard 1080 on all fronts. So yeah, Nova chairs, yes. I actually have slightly out of frame. Hold on. The new Nitro Concepts S300. It's like a sort of budget. It's a fabric chair as opposed to like the faux leather ones, but review of that's coming out at some point. I think it's definitely before Christmas, but yes, the review of that will be out relatively shortly. I think a couple weeks, or next Wednesday. There you go. So yeah, that one's cool, and then the DX Racer from 2 years ago or 3 years ago now. It's still working. Yeah, I'm just showing off. I actually have another Nitro Concepts upstairs, so yeah. Any good wireless mouse under $40? I mean, I think you're looking at good wireless gaming mice, Quabble. Matt, using it on your new Vega 64 Liquid doesn't seem bad, but I don't game a lot. I'm a dirty miner. It doesn't seem to give the compute option for Vega like it does for the 500 series. Interesting, because I'm pretty sure that on the slide deck that they showed me in Amsterdam, they were they were using a Vega 64 to like show those features enabled, so maybe that's just a bit of a bug with your installation or something. Also, just out of interest, what sort of profit is the Vega 64 doing? Because I know it's a pretty high power consumption card versus even the 500 series, but obviously it's a pretty good compute, for the insane amount of core that's got. So I'd be interested to know what the sort of profitability rate is there. Gambit, did you receive a reply for email regarding postage shipping of ViewSonic? Yes, I think I meant to reply to say that I'd sent it to ViewSonic, but it's being collected on Monday, so you'll hypothetically have it by Tuesday. I won't guarantee that, but you'll have it definitely before the end of next week. So yeah, and congratulations. If anyone didn't hear, I did tweet the previous winner, but they didn't reply. So yeah, the winner has been picked and contacted, and information has been received, and the monitor will be at their location shortly. You tried all sorts clean, so no, you can downclock the heck out of it. Okay, right, yeah, because it's in the sort of optimization, you're looking at it's more about memory bandwidth than clock speed, right? Is that I haven't looked hard enough into it to really care, but yeah. What was the worst PC trend in this year, in your opinion? I'm sure that Jonathan would hate me for saying RGB. In terms of like actual trends this year, I think I've seen tempered glass on far too many things. Like even the like stupidly budget cases are tempered glass, which is okay, but I mean if it's an aesthetic you like, then fair play. But in fact, actually, if the comments can list, you guys can list out the trends of 2017. That'd be good. Also, I want to do a tech of the year, but this year, like the last 2 years. But I'd love to hear what you think the best tech of the year, like overall, what the best bit of tech that's been released. Is it Ryzen or Threadripper? Is it the Coffee Lake, Covfefe Lake? Is it What do you think? Juffa, hey, what GP do you recommend for 1080p, 141st gaming? Play Siege, Overwatch, Rust, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and such. 1080p, 140 Hz, I'd probably say 1066 gig. Yeah. Best loot boxes. Actually, yeah, okay, loot boxes. It's not technically tech, I suppose. It's more gaming, but yeah, loot boxes would be the worst. Sponsored by Seagate. It's not. It's not. They did give me 2 drives though, which is very nice of them. It's got to be Ryzen. It made Intel set up and start doing some work. Nice. Yeah, I think that's probably my my thought. Matt, set core to 900 and set as min, hit apply, set voltage to manual and put both at 875, hit apply, then set mem to 1100, hit apply. You start mining, voltage drops and runs nicely. Okay, cool play. Cool play, fair play. I do technically have 2 systems with both with RX 470s in them that I did use for mining until NiceHash went down. But yeah, what is it that you mine and what is it that you use to mine? Also interested. Best would be Intel 8400K. It's not a K, but fair play. Matt, you're looking for an M.2 SSD. Do you know MSI Game Pro Carbon X360 acceptable SATA and NVMe? Yes, should do. They're all direct connect to the CPU, so yeah. Jonathan, god damn it. I'm surprised you didn't manage to squidge RGB into that joke. Dear. Can't stand when people get a micro ATX motherboard with an ATX tempered glass case. Yeah, Thomas, I know what K means, but the 8400, unless they've released a new SKU, I'm pretty sure the 8400 is a non-K part. I thought it was the 8350K and then the 8600K and then the 8700K. Don't know about the you're mining Ethereum. Just get using GETH to mine local Ethereum wallet. Okay, fair play. Yeah. Oh, it would be right. Gotcha. Sorry. Reading through text chat, especially when reading through multiple things in text chat, can get confusing. Mining in NanoPool. Okay, nice. Gambit, quick question: is there much of a difference in terms of comfort levels in the full leather versus real leather gaming chairs, and your experience of owning and using a few? Not in my experience. I mean, actually, Overclockers UK in Stoke-on-Trent had, like, in their sort of office, not in their office, in their storefront bit, have one of basically every chair that they sell, or like, you know, they have one Noble Chairs Epic, one Icon Series, an S300, the C80 Motion, and all the other ones. So you can actually try them out and sit on them and stuff. And yeah, like, my experience with the real leather versus this one, which is the faux leather, I don't really see much of a difference, and I'm happy with both. Corn, you think gaming chairs are way too pricey? Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that I mentioned in the review of this next Wednesday is that you've got to kind of weigh up what the benefits and drawbacks are for you, because you can get some really nice office chairs for a pretty similar price point to that one, but that one also has a fully reclining back and tilting base and stuff like that. So and obviously you have lower lumbar and neck support and stuff like that too. So there are benefits and drawbacks. You can certainly get cheaper office chairs that will probably serve you just fine, but when, like, I had a what would probably be a £50 to £100 office chair for 3 years, maybe 2 years, like using it at my PC all the time before I got the DX Racer one there, and then this one. the comfort level difference between the DX Racer and the standard like office chair type one was incredible. And also with the standard office chair, you only had tilting base, which only gets you so far in comfort levels, and you had like locked armrests, whereas with these, obviously, you have, you know, all of the freedom in the world. And you can even do that one, you know. So, whatever. But, yeah. Hi, Banter. How are you? God damn it, James. Gambit, no worries. You're currently looking at getting one of the Epic Series chairs in white from Nova Chairs, currently around £206 on the Overclock UK website. Yeah, nice. It's pretty similar to this one with just a slightly different styling in that instead of it tapers off, it kind of comes up a bit wider and then tapers at the top. So, yeah. You take the arms off, they get in the way. Fair play. You actually couldn't do that with my other office chair because that would make the back fall off because the armrests were the connection to the back. Yeah. Corn, do you by any chance know a specific brand or specific model of gaming chairs that's good quality, has reasonable prices? So, I mean, the Nitro Concepts ones are generally pretty, like, they're... I think that one's £220, which is still a lot, but it's a like really nice, nice quality. It's a fabric kind of one, but has, as I said, both pillows, has a fully reclining back and stuff. And then the other, there's cheaper Nitro Concept chairs as well that don't have as much mobility, but still are pretty durable. I have the C80 Motion upstairs, which is like a £150 chair instead. So. Yeah, kind of depends what you're, what sort of price you're looking at, really. RJ, do you think Ryzen 2 will have much improved single-core performance? I think it's something that they're probably working pretty hard on. The benefits of, like, so bear in mind that Intel has been on the 14nm process node for, I want to say at least three generations now. Yeah, it must be at least 3 if... was the 47... Was Devil's Canyon... no, don't autocomplete. Was the 4770 and the 4790K 14 nanometer? 22 nanometer. Right, so yeah, they've been on 14 nanometer for Coffee Lake, KB Lake, and Sky Lake then. And I think technically Broadwell, but Broadwell never turned up, except for Broadwell E. So, yeah, technically they've been on 14 nanometer for 4 generations, right? So that's how you get the clock speed improvements. If you look at the Broadwell chips, they kind of disappeared. And do also bear in mind that the actual architecture of the chips, so the 4790K, 4770K, all of those chips, even going back to the i7-920, generally speaking, the architecture for those are pretty similar. So when you're only really, especially between like the i7-950 and the 7700K, they're all still four core, 8-thread chips on the high end. So all you need to do is improve the process node, and when you're improving the process node, all you're really doing is getting slightly more efficient, in theory, and being able to do stuff like improve single-threaded performance and generally clock speed. So yeah, I think Jonathan's probably right. You're going to get a couple hundred megahertz extra. You're probably looking at, I would say the hard limit is probably 500 megahertz extra. But it just depends on what they like, how they go about it. And I think my guess would be that they are focusing pretty heavy on single core performance because that's what's letting them down technically. So yeah. Hello Aaron, how are you? Gambits, I hear you. Chair mentioned similar to a bucket racing seats car design. Description may not be 100% accurate, but it's best description. Yeah, it's a very similar one, just with more adjustability. So you got like the back can move independently of the base and stuff like that. And obviously with bucket seats you don't have armrests, but yeah. You got the Asus VG248QE with Assassin's Creed Origins for 280, which say I got a great deal on that. 280 euros is basically £280. So does the QE still not have FreeSync or G-Sync? Because my thought is that the AOC G2460 PKU, or the newer one PF, which has FreeSync, is around about the £200 mark. So probably around about the 200 to 210, maybe $220 mark, euro mark. Sorry. So you're probably looking at paying effectively about £60 there for the game, or €60 for the game. So yeah. Thanks for the compliment on the haircut, Joe. Actually, funny thing. You'll see it in about a week, maybe a week and a half. But actually, no, you'll see it on Monday. I did a DIY NAS build finally, and I filmed the intro for that, and then the next day I went and got a haircut, but I hadn't finished that video yet. So yeah, halfway through that video. I just have this haircut instead of the last one. Oops. Dear. Yeah. Have you seen the new iMac Pro specs? I have. It's kind of mental, especially considering the form factor that's in. Like, it's a relatively, well, it's not a fanless unit, definitely, because of the Vega card, Joe. No, like with they're offering up to an 18-core Xeon, which, yeah, okay, only runs at 2.3 gigahertz, but it's still an 18-core Xeon. That's gonna get hot, and as will the Vega 64 Pro. I don't quite know what the difference is. I think how much? I think the that Vega 64 has 12 gigs of HBM2 versus has more than the standard one, which is 8. So it's 16 gigs of HBM2 or 12 gig. I'm going mad. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Tech Joe, I've been wanting to swap my wired gaming headset to a wireless one. What would you recommend for a new wireless headset? Void Pro wireless. That's the yeah, that's the one that I've had the best experience with. The SteelSeries Arctis 7s are quite nice, but I actually have the new Arctis 3s in as well. They're technically a wired headset, but they have Bluetooth as well, so, and you can dual audio, so if you have music, you can Bluetooth connect your phone to the headset and play audio from your phone while also having the headphone jack connected to your PC and have music, like have audio coming through that as well. So it's double audio source, which is actually something I wanted for a long time, but this seems also like a bit of a weird way to do it, so we'll have to see. Banter 12. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. EA Sports for the cringe. Brilliant. Wanting to switch to a good gaming keyboard. What one should I get? What sort of budget are you in? My personal preference is the Cooler Master Master Keys Pro L or Pro S. They're my personal favorites. They're cherry notes, browns or reds or blues, I think, are the options. I personally prefer the browns. It's full-size keyboard. Or the S is the 10 keyless version. There's a couple of other good ones as well, depending on what you want. And you can also, like, even I did a review of an Oki mechanical gaming keyboard. It's blues and it's a 10 keyless style, but it's £20 and it's genuinely amazing. So that review's been up for a while, so check that one out. Matt's third Matt. Got GTX 1063 gig and i5 7500K with 8 gig of RAM. Thinking PUBG well, medium high settings. So Corn's right. Medium, you're probably going to be plenty fine. Especially with the new updates. My general recommendation for that would be put basically everything on low except view distance.
because otherwise it's yeah. I realised that I missed Aaron's comments. Little tired due to being ill. How about me? I'm okay. I had a bit of a sort of interesting week for just sort of where my head's at, but other than that, it's been all right. Haven't really been doing that much this week physically, so I haven't been in much pain, which is nice. But at the same time, yeah, means I haven't been exercising much. So kind of pros and cons. Loot Crate Stage by EA is the next game I'm waiting for. Don't you mean if it's Sage, that must be Candy Crush, right? Or King. Probably a push install games on SSD as well. Is that James? Were you replying to Matt or something separate? Let me know. I want to buy Philips. Unintelligible product name. Good for all. I don't know. Let's. If the chat would stop moving. Nah, chat, keep moving. Ultra wide color. Come on. Philips website's terrible, so no idea. Bismack McDougall. RIP net neutrality, yes, sadly, in the US. Although, as said a little bit earlier, there is a congressional or a Senate bill that could stop them from changing anything, and there is a lawsuit that was immediately signed as well, or like some sort of legal proceedings as well. Ultra wide color. That's a stupid way to go. So it's 1080p IPS, right? Is that? How much is it? Did I see Dunkirk? No, I didn't. Recommend good gaming chair that won't break the bank. That one, actually. Nitro Concepts S300. It is technically 200-ish pounds. I think it's 220, but it's not, the 300 that this thing costs or the 350 that the DX Racer costs. So, yeah. What GPU do you recommend from Microsoft Word? I'm thinking Titan P, Titan V. So actually, Jonathan, that sets a minimum of 4 Titan Vs in SLI. Yeah. Yeah, Corn says depends. Depends on your bank. Your boy Drake. The review for that is next Wednesday, I think. So stick around for that one. Aaron, lol, TechteamGB, good to know. It's good not to exercise now and again. I've been chilling this week for myself, feeling like this. Fair play. Is it just sort of like a cold flu type thing you got? Or, are you actually dying like me? Joe, what are your thoughts on PC cases with mobiles moving to smaller sizes, then getting big again, screen size? Do you think the PC market will follow suit and move towards SFF, ITX? I thought I saw, generally speaking, there has been a general push towards systems getting smaller, but at the same time, in the custom PC market, in the, us idiots buying, systems like that one, there have been so little ITX boards in the last couple generations of hardware that I don't think that there are some great ITX cases, but the support in terms of motherboard side of things is so limited that I don't know. But also with graphics cards, they're getting ultra tiny. Like there's the 1080 Ti Mini from Zotac that I had the other day. That's literally that size as opposed to the standard, 1080 Ti that's that thick. And sure, it's a little bit underclocked, so it performs a little bit slower, but it's still a 1080 Ti. It's still damn good. So yeah. Aaron, not dying. Just the flu, I think along with headaches and stomachache. Okay, fair play. Hope you get better soon. Sadly, I can't. Ropo, looking to upgrade 970 in the new year. I think should I wait after CES or no? I don't think you're going to see much from CES in terms of graphics cards, as far as I'm aware. I think my understanding is NVIDIA's Volta is... on the sort of at least March, if not like June Computex kind of launch. So yeah, personally I'd say go for an upgrade now, or new year. Puppy Mud, is that she's deadly? Not actually, at least not directly anyway. But yeah, not specifically. It's just incredibly difficult to deal with. The Zotac. Gambit, nice. Catch later. Enjoy the monitor when you get it. Corn Zotac 1060 is really cheap at the moment. Nice. Yeah, it's a decent card, Roll Poet, if you're going for it. If you can stretch test 1070, that'd probably be the better upgrade, just in terms of upgrading from a 970. Yeah, would be my personal reference. Joe, so you spent a day at Fallout VR. What do you think about AAA games with VR? Is the next big thing or not? What's holding it back? So my experience with Fallout 4 VR, I'm not. I should probably clarify that I'm not someone who plays Fallout anyway. I probably would. I just haven't. I don't own any of them. But anyway, my experience with Fallout 4 and VR at Overclockers UK, which was pretty cool, was kind of mixed. It's interesting that it's because most of my experience with VR stuff has been like demo games, and while it's cool to see them there, it's still a little bit And also the other thing is that because it's not a game designed for VR, it's a game that's been adapted for VR. It's like PUBG on Xbox. From what I've seen from that, like the inventory system on PUBG, for example, is utterly terrible. So it's like So yeah, and also those things like interacting with the Pip-Boy. What you do is you turn the controller so that you're like looking at where the Pip-Boy would be if it was actually on your wrist, but then trying to navigate the menu system, and you can't just like tap it with the other controller or something like you would with an actual Pip-Boy. You've got to like use your thumb to like scroll through with the touchpad as if it was a joystick. And then I didn't really work out how to go back up to the menu once you'd entered the map and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of stuff like that. Navigating the menu system, especially the inventory for Fallout, was a bit of a pain. Stuff like switching weapons was you have to use the touch controller, the touchpad on the Vive controllers to then like go up and then sort of circle around to get to the right weapon, that sort of stuff. So it's not as versatile, and it definitely feels like it's a standard game that's been pushed or ported to VR. I think once some AAA games have more, like developers have more of an idea of how the VR experience will actually work in their game, I think you might see more games, AAA games, developed on the sort of VR pipeline that then get sort of, not ported, but will be a better experience in VR than Fallout is. But again, that might just be coming from someone who doesn't like my sort of inherent bias of not playing Fallout already kind of thing. VR isn't ready for games yet, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, also the other things, the displays, I mean, the field of view is still pretty narrow, even in the Vive, and you can see pixels pretty easily, so yeah, I think a little bit more development and a little bit more games that are specifically designed for VR, like, what are the names? Brandon JLA, Duck Hunt, or Duck Season. Like that, their game that they made specifically for VR. It does seem a little bit like a demo, kinda, but it is still a full game. You still get to do a lot of stuff with it. So more games that are directly designed for VR rather than porting existing games, because it's two different experiences, and I don't know if that's, yeah. As long as they don't hamper AAA games that they do when they know it's going to be on console too, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that PUBG was designed for PC and ported to console. Like, I kind of like that, like, that's a thing. Although, from what I've seen, the console is like console experience is terrible. I know it's only beta, but eesh. IMO, you gotta thank Sony for the iToy. Sony and the iToy for all this. God. Corn, do you actually have Xbox One and the PUBG beta? Or PUBG, like, it's not available for sale yet, because PC 1.0 isn't out, but I know it's in beta, but yeah. Have you actually played it on console? I'm sorry, I missed Puppy Mod. I think that's their way of saying going, so see ya. You too. And Jonathan, VR's great for racing games, not for as good for Fallout type games. Yeah, I'd currently agree. You should look at dropping it out of the plane. You get 10 FPS each. It's all locked at 30 FPS as well, isn't it? Like even in the best optimized area, it's still locked at at 30 FPS, isn't it? You only have three games installed. Is that like total? Oh, okay, right. Yeah, because you said that you're a filthy miner. Xbox CPU is trash though. It's a Jaguar core, right? So it's a slightly slimmed down version of Bulldozer. Hey, Mammoth, how are you? Sorry, I missed your other one. Comment banter. My mates all play Xbox, and some of them are getting PUBG. I want to join them, but I think the controls and frame rate kill me. Not to mention buying it again. Yeah. I mean, from what I've seen, the controls are awful, especially because it's not like COD or Battlefield where there's sort of like light aim assist with controllers. It's yeah. Corn beat me too. Also, aiming controllers is not as precise as mouse, of course. Yeah, you're right. You got your first Chicken Dynasty. I take it that is on PC, right? Tomas, anyone play any Alien Isolation? Personally, I don't. I'm sure that there are some people in the comments that do. Yeah, PC good. On test servers or standard? Played the PUBG closed beta before early access on Steam. It was terrible. Then played mates last week. Performance and bugs is still the same. Yeah. How'd it taste? Standard. Fair play. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Close all the other tabs. Rubbish that I've opened. Yeah, nice. I think I was good fun. I had back-to-back chicken dinners on test servers the other day, which was awesome. The kill cam tests sitting on test servers killed my gameplay. What do you mean? PUBG is a new addiction, man. TechteamGB, it's not like this will get monetized. True. No, it that's the annoying thing. It will get demonetized as soon as I click that stop button. It'll get demonetized, and then as soon as I click review, about 30 seconds later, it'll be reviewed and it'll be accepted again. I'm like, how? You get to top 10 a lot. Do you go heavy? Like, do you go in hard, or do you like go to the corners of the map and kind of just ride the circle in? You built your PC for Project Cars when you had the 285X2. I just have optimized it for mining. Nice, fair play. You prefer to rush, like, so you jump at school and stuff? It will get monetized, but you'll hardly get no money. Yeah, I mean, they only get about 300 views. They only get about 300 views total anyway, so yeah, that's only 30p, I'd guess. So, yeah. Usually the small town near school, then push school. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, fair play. Rozok. Consistently get frame drops only on the default map. Turning off kill cam fixed it, so you don't know. Okay, that's kind of strange. I wonder why. I suppose kill cam must have, like, when you're in the vicinity of other players, it must record the other player's gameplay. But so I don't know. Huh. Interesting. He's the kind of guy hiding in the bushes. Yeah. Ordering your 3D printer tomorrow. Nice. Let me know what it's like. Yeah, it's weird. Watching some PUBG streamers kill cam. I was being blamed for a lot of game crashes. Yeah. I wouldn't disagree with that. Although I did have one crash where, so I was playing duos, and the guy that I was playing with, his game crashed, and then there was a 16 megabyte update that got pushed on, so he had to do that update before he could rejoin the match, and then about 3 minutes later, my game crashed, and there was a 16 megabyte update that it made me do. And I wonder if the test server update literally just kicked everyone out of the game, or like, you know, crashed the game on purpose just to fix whatever bug they wanted to fix, to then let people rejoin again. I wonder if that's a thing. In PUBG, does it pick the circle placement at random, or does it work out the furthest least populated area? So I actually don't know. They've changed a lot about how it plays over the last 6 months since I've been playing it. And when I first started playing it, I was almost certain that basically all circle placement was populace based. So if you went out in the middle of nowhere, you were gonna have to get a vehicle to get into the zone. So with subsequent zones, it was generally always where people are. But in my experience in the last month or two, it's generally been relatively random. But at the same time, it kind of depends. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to sort of prove correlation causation there, because while I could say that I may have seen more times where tighter groups of people end up where the circle kind of favors more, I don't know that actually proves that that's a thing, and I don't have access to custom servers to run that, so yeah. Probably there are test servers left though. Yeah. Oddly enough, you get insane frame drop when you have character on the PUBG inventory menu. Yes, that's why they've added the toggle, so you can toggle silhouette mode, so it doesn't bother rendering it, which is quite cool. They recommend 1060 6GB for 1080p FPS, 1080p 60 FPS and high. Yeah. With your 980, I have run PUBG very low to get over FPS. Interesting. Oh, but that's on standard. They're on test servers, even on Erangel, not just Miramar. Even on Erangel, it's still impressive. So yeah, that's good. Although you run it at 1440p, so yeah. Ish monitor only runs at 15 in ERF per ERF. Hot damn. Cool. Anyone got anything else? Or have we died at the note of PUBG? Actually, Aaron, Asbad, did you talk about the Steam pre-shader caching? I didn't, Aaron. Can you just kind of clarify what you mean there? I haven't heard of that. In fact, God damn it, Jonathan. Yeah, you feel like a console peasant playing FPS games. Yeah, 59 hertz. Really? You should. I mean, you should be able to get 60 hertz. Should be fine. Should work. I can't skim read this article well enough. Apparently, it's part of Microsoft's DX12 spec, so no idea. Yeah, no, I'll have to have a look and talk about it next week or something. Yeah. It's not particularly needed, but just feels smoother. I'd say you're talking about 144 Hz, in which case, yes, it does. I'm playing on 144 Hz, and I love it. What are we doing? That one, and that one. I should probably make sure that it is, like, Windows has a habit of turning 144 Hz off, though. Oh, it's still running. It's good. We're good. It's fine. Don't notice above 120, but then really get to try. Fair play. I mean, actually, I've been playing with 240 Hz monitors far too much, so I kind of bit spoiled. Mine goes off a lot, yeah. Are we scared for the Steam summer sale already? Have we even had the proper Steam winter sale? It says uses a small amount of bandwidth. Good luck, USA users. Yeah. Good luck, people. No, I mean, I do hope that the Senate does actually, like, do something to protect US citizens, because clearly the Federal Communications Commission isn't interested in that. I'd be very interested to hear, in terms of lobbying dollars, how much money Ajit Pai got paid by Verizon, Comcast, AT&T, Time Warner, etc. A couple of days ago, Assassin's Creed Origins was 50% off for one day long. GTA 5 is 50% off. Okay, nice. Guys in the US will have to use mobile data. The Senate does something popular for once. We'll see what writers get added to the bill, though. Yeah, the Galactic Senate. Speaking though, Comcast is linked to BT, and most ISPs here use the lines apart from Monopoly, Virgin Media. Yeah, I mean, actually, it's kind of interesting. In this specific area, I actually have a choice between Virgin's lines and BT's lines. I'm currently on BT's lines because it's cheaper, but yeah, like it's actually kind of surprising that I actually get a choice here, whereas most places only have one or the other. So, or like they have super naff BT and then like 200 megabits Virgin. So yeah, I think that's part of Ofcom's kind of like, hey, no, of unbundling OpenReach from BT. I think that's just because there was such a massive conflict of interest for the ISPs like TalkTalk and PlusNet and all that sort of stuff that use BT's lines, and all that sort of stuff. JCN Tech, thank you for that comment. Virgin BT here too, but the rest of the ISPs use BT's lines. You can't get Sky here. Really? How come? Because Sky uses BT's lines anyway. That's surprising. Yeah. Interesting. It's kind of interesting that we have Virgin who lets no one on their lines, but they will run the lines and they will do they will run the lines and they will run their ISP, versus BT who do own the lines and they own OpenReach, but they have to unbundle OpenReach so that the ISPs that they let use those lines can use OpenReach as if it's its own entity, and technically BT is just, you know, transacting the same as the rest of them. But yeah. Corn, god damn it. Strongly worded email. Yeah, I get Sky or BT, the same. Sky's cheaper, TV, whatever. Yeah, fair play. Something to do with the way the area is built. Got told when I was inquiring at age 18. Okay, fair play. I mean, Sky uses BT's lines anyway, so if you can get BT service, then yeah. But whatever. Yeah. Cool. Is there anything else extraneous? Actually, for the people who are still here, you gotta either leave it in the Discord or let me know real quick now. What's your tech of the year? What's the best thing that's come out this year? What's the best bit of tech that you've seen this year, like genuinely, that you would actually like to see as me list as tech of the year? Ryzen? Yeah. Ryzen? Yeah. Hi Sam, I don't think I actually said that to you. Ryzen. Okay, I think I'm seeing a trend here. Ryzen, okay. Awesome. Oh God damn it. We're doing so well. See you, Matt. Can we get an entire feed of Ryzen here? Because I think we have enough people to do that. I've got a 1080p monitor. You got about 20 lines to go. Tamagotchi powered by Ryzen. Ryzen. Oh wow, it's a repeating list. Awesome. Oh wait, we're almost at the top. I can almost screen cap this. Oh no, we lost one. Okay. I'll do. There we go. You'll all be in the video. Alright, you happy? This is in the way of the... God damn it, where's the chat? No! Oh wow, we got doubled up. Heesh. Where's my editing drive? God damn it. Update? No. Oh, that's the one. No. Ryzen RGB. The Asus Satellite. Intel shill. Oh god, Ish, no. Ish, no. Clear 17. Hi, Stavo. Yeah, I'm literally closing out, but yeah. There we go. My lucky count. I am by. Gotta be the light up micro USB cables. I stay away from the leads that have gold plated connections as a feature. Yeah. Guess I'll have to rewind and miss out on all the fun banter. Sadly. Ryzen will rise up and spite the FCC for its foolish ways. GeForce USB sticks? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Whew. Right, well, with that marvelous CIT 350 watt power supply, anyway, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, thank you all for joining in. Got a load of videos. I'm actually not missing any videos over the holiday period. So yeah, that should be good. DIY NAS video. Can anyone loan me the 2700 for TechteamGB? No. Actually, I've got a really cool LG monitor coming. B350 versus X370, just to clarify some things. Guess 750 Ti. and a clarification on the NAS guide. 2017 sort of TechteamGB recap, so that'd be cool. Arctis 3s, potentially a review of the Ryzen 3 1300, and yeah, the monitor, so, and the chair as well. That one. So yeah, ooh, GT 1030. Right, I will leave you guys to it. Thank you for can I bribe you to restart the show just for me? You're a loyal follower. Maybe if I become a patron, you would. Maybe if you send me a Titan V. Yeah. Have a nice night, week, and all that, and we will see you all next week for the next stream. Right, now to hunt for the the mysterious stop button of YouTube. Where are we? Right, that one. Yes, I will be doing one next week. I won't be missing a stream for the holiday period either, so yeah, should be fun. Right, let's watch this video get demonetized. I seem to recall you mentioned the week after Xmas last week. No, I should be here for all of them. I should be back here for next. I'll be here next week, and I should be back by the week before. So yeah. The worst kind of look crate, YouTube's monetization. Oh god, that is too real. Cool. All right, I'll catch you later, guys.